If it isn't Alec Mick Skeeter Doodle Bops.
Come on.
All right, so you're the OG Freedom Factory employee, first ever.
Yeah.
Still riding. This hat's tight, right?
That's really tight.
Well, check it out. You get the first official, grab the second one, Freedom Factory patch hat.
What?
Oh,
Sick,
isn't that clean, dude?
So clean.
I love them.
Hell yeah. Dude,
Only one in existence right now.
You know it's crazy.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Just kidding. There's hundreds of them.
I got the first one though.
You got the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Baldeagle.com, boys. All right, so the hats came out amazing. And then we also added a bundle with my favorite sunglasses, the Cleetus Heatwave red, white, and blue sunglasses. So you can get this hat and these sunglasses for a deal. We got that bundle available right now, as well as we have the Freedom Factory Heatwaves with the Freedom Factory patch hat that you just saw for the same deal. Just trying to feed you deals. And there's even a Jack Stan Jimmy patch hat now. And you can get that hat with a t-shirt in a bundle. So we added a bunch of bundles for you guys. All right, so this shirt that I'm gonna show you was the girl's idea, and I think it came out pretty awesome. So you got the red Cleetus logo on the front, and you have the Track Guys logo on the back with Jack, Stan, George, and I, which it's pretty hilarious. Like I didn't know about this idea, but it came out freaking hilarious. You know, you guys can tell what this is a spin-off of, and it just turned out so funny and awesome. So that shirt's also on the website now. And then my boy Nate, we carry Dr. Tunamal's merch now. And check this out on baldeagle.com. You can get the "If you ain't bending, you ain't sending" Dr. Tunamal t-shirt. Pretty amazing. Now, I don't know if I've showed this one yet, but this is the Jack Stan Skullet, the skull mullet shirt. And then listen, guys, we're almost out of this merch. The This Tree Ain't Seasonal drag racing El Camino t-shirt. We have a few of the Christmas sweaters left. The Santa Got a Turbo Ugly Christmas sweater. And then I know we got a lot of these left. We got the LS George Buenos Dias t-shirts available now. So guys, head over to CleetusMcFarland.com after the video. But we got some live action to get to. Let's do it. Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel. There you go. Look at that. Driving the shyster. Wow.
Watch out, George. I'm taking your job.
How you plugs looking, huh?
First one. Strap's gone.
Oh.
Could have something to do with our fireball.
So slightly.
So that's the first one.
That's the first one. All right, we'll report back when they're all out.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got Ruby strapped on the Dyno. And today we're actually going to be switching her from her Terminator computer over to a Dominator, which is the highest level ECU that Holly sells. She's just ready for it. I don't want to hurt an engine because we are limiting ourselves with the computer. The Terminator does a great job, but now that we're running bottom 7s, we need data logs every pass. Sometimes we have issues with the Terminator's data logging. We just need some more inputs and outputs so we can run this thing to the max. Oh, and this happens to be their new Dominator Lightweight Edition. So it's like 2 pounds lighter than the old computer. Yep, check that out. Pretty neat. New cord. And it matches Ruby. Perfect. It's nice and light. So they have some new potting in this one. Made it a little bit lighter. And as far as we know, the Terminator just unplugs and you can plug the new Dominator in. You just have to switch the tune over and we'll be ready to rip. Alrighty, Ruby's first fire up with the Dominator. See if we can do it. Nothing. Really hoping it was gonna hit first try. At least it's got RPM signal. Might be something else. Okay, I realized what it was. I didn't hit the fuel pump button. Now we try it. Ruby is running on a Holly Dominator for the first time. Dude, the torque tube is making some new noises. That torque tube, it's always rattled, but rattling a little bit spicier than it used to. It's kind of scaring me. So Zach is putting a new boost controller solenoid up in the front of the car, and we're changing a couple things around for the new computer, updating everything, and we're gonna try a dyno pull here in a minute.
It really does sound like it's coming apart.
All right, guys, we're gonna make a hit real quick. No boost controller. Trying to see if this thing's gonna backfire. It did in the parking lot the other day. We were losing RPM this thing, and we need to see if it's gonna do it again.
What are we looking like?
889.
889. No boost.
Oh, you know what? I did a system log because I was trying to read the. Yeah, but it didn't backfire. I can read the cam and crank signals if you do a specialty data log, but you don't get to see what it made. But I think it made 7 pounds of boost.
It's not
So
bad.
with those new gates, it's actually working really good. So
Having two of them controlling each
Yep.
side of the motor.
It's that
Cool
motion
gates.
merge really flows really well.
yeah, oh yeah, that's the first test of the motion merge on one of our cars too. So that works really good. 7 pounds of boost, 889. Don't know what the timing was. Probably do one more like that. See what everything shows in a normal data log, and then we'll make some more hits.
That was spicy. Not in a good way.
Not in a good way.
That was a good test of Ty's
Yeah.
welds.
Well, I did a normal data log that time, so now we're not gonna be able to see what we need to see because we didn't do it the first time, we did it the second time. Right at 7,430 RPM, it lost cam or crank signal. We don't know which one now. But those backfires, I mean, that was only 7.5 pounds of boost. Imagine that at 30, what damage it can do. So I don't know what we're gonna do about that.
I could rewire. I could run new 3-wire.
Yeah. I think we need to check
Wire
our
and
wiring, see what's going on, because we have 2 brand new sensors, new crank signal, or new crank sensor, new cam sensor. Something's not right.
Yeah, I think we should just go ahead and rewire them, take everything out the equation.
I agree.
What do you think about that kit?
Sounds good.
Held its
flop
first
around.
backfire.
Oh, was it?
Well, it did it
that-
once before, but that was a really good
Was
one.
that a cam or a crank signal phaser backfire, or was that a? Yeah.
What did it make? 900.
The 901. Yeah, gotta put heat in your motors.
901 on horsepower, 902 on torque.
Well, at least we know one thing. The new Turbski makes boost, and Ty's welds holds boost. So that's good. And a big backfire. So
Straight freedom.
what do we got going on here?
What's up here, man?
Oh, Frank.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine that exploded yesterday. Can we spin it over and look at the reluctor wheel?
We did.
How's it look?
It's fine. It's center of the hole, but it's only happening at higher RPM heavy load.
Can you take a pry bar and see how much plays in this crank walk, as they call it? Nothing.
Nothing.
Try the other direction. Hold on. All right, good. It's not moving in there.
When I had it all apart checking and found the counterweight was hitting the old crank sensor,
Yeah.
I checked it with feeler gauges and it's got, 5 thou of play back and forth, and that's usually what it is.
Okay, that's normal.
But, those
Damn.
reluctor wheels can't
R.I.P.
flex. So if it's getting loaded and flexing that reluctor wheel, it'll cause the brake.
Okay. All right, well, let's start by pulling the transmission and maybe we can get one overnighted and see what we can do. Right when you unbolted it?
Yeah.
Oh, I lost it.
Look at it.
Holy Toledo. Dude, if that exploded on the dyno yesterday,
catastrophic.
That would have been so bad. I mean, that could have ruined the transmission. It could have hit the fuel tanks. Damn. I wonder how long it's been broken. I did a burnout on it yesterday or a couple days ago. I didn't do anything.
Just like Tetris.
Wow. R.I.P. How is the other one coming out too, though?
I don't know.
What?
Yeah, they're all three of them are broken.
So how is it driving the converter? Oh, it was just it was literally just
loading this.
holding them there.
But if you look,
That is insane.
it had cracked, and then see the clean brake,
Yeah.
it had broke. So it was cracked for probably a little while, and then it finally
Golly.
just broke is what it did.
Dude, that's insane.
That's money. I couldn't even cut it that
Yeah.
good if I were to cut too.
Whoa. Spin it over. I mean, how long have those lasted though, James? Years.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one that we put in when we put the paraglide in.
No way. That is insane.
Wow.
Yeah, look how that's how it was driving for who knows how long. All right, guys, so our buddy Elijah brought over his C6 torque tube, and we are going to pop this thing off so we can test tomorrow. We got really lucky because there's probably only one other guy in Florida who has a Corvette Powerglide kit, and he just so happened to not have it in his car. So we're going to borrow this, replace his, and we'll be good to test in the morning. And then you are doing some wiring, right? Some fresh wiring for the crank signal.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and take everything out the equation. Brand new wiring, brand new connector, terminals.
New
sensor.
sensor. Okay, cool.
Yep, everything we could possibly have.
The data log indicated that the crank sensor was the problem, and the reluctor wheel looks fine, so
Yep,
we'll see.
yep. All we can do is try.
Yep. Got a little care package from Motion Raceworks. We got a Holly Dominator mount, so you can mount it right up to your roll cage. And then we got the dual Mac valve boost controller mounts, so we're going over to a different boost controller. And then we also have the cable saver, so you can't rip your USB cable out of the computer. And then we also got this little doohickey that goes on the end of your parachute cable, because we lost ours, and now that'll save the little clip. So we're waiting on the part to show up, and we'll slap Ruby back together. All right, so we just ran Ruby for the first time. We got the new torque converter, flex plate in, and we got the new crank sensor and all that stuff wired in too. So a couple more things. Ty's working on a catch can line right now, but the car started up. It sounds good. So on the trailer, it'll go. Let's do a wheelie. Is that your first time parking up there?
Yeah, dude, that was extremely scary. Extremely.
Oh my
Been
gosh.
100 feet in the air, I don't even want to look down.
You're good, brother. All right, guys. Parker got Dr. Pepper running with the new motor. Ruby's done. So we're loading on the trailer with the Blazer. And we're heading to Kevin tomorrow to do some testing. So there's the Blazer ready to go. Excited to see what these cars are going to do. We're running Mullet tomorrow, Ruby. It's going to be amazing. That's it for now. Thanks for watching Do It For Dale. We'll freaking see you later.